partner in progress, someone who's helped us fix our roads and bridges, someone who's made sure that our children are drinking water out of lines that don't have lead in it anymore, someone who's making sure that people in rural communities get access to broadband and high-speed internet. That partner is Vice President Kamala Harris. Just up the road in Scranton. I know that's a different place, but you can shout out Scranton. Together, they have made meaningful investments in Pennsylvania. And I want you to know they give a damn about our Commonwealth and about all of you. I'll tell you something. I have known Kamala Harris for nearly 20 years. She is tough as nails. And she's got a big heart. And she is someone who doesn't play. We saw that the other night in the debate. She and I have both been prosecutors, and Kamala Harris has always been for the people. She has always had your back. She stood up for you. She has stood up for our union sisters and brothers.
We know that here in northeastern Pennsylvania, we share a history and a heritage of hard work and sacrifice. We care about our communities. We care about our neighbors. We also care about our Commonwealth. We know that we have to work every day to make sure that our Commonwealth is a place that we celebrate and enrich every day of the week. That is, we work every day to make sure that it's a Commonwealth in life as well as in name. We face our challenges together as one people. We face those challenges as Pennsylvanians and as Americans. And we've got some big choices to make this year. Obviously in the presidential race, but I'm in an election myself. About this race and the choice before us. Now, you might know something about my opponent. He's worth only a couple $100 million. He ran the largest hedge fund in the world when he was living in Connecticut. And when he was trying to run for office in Pennsylvania, he kept telling people that he lived in Pennsylvania. He didn't live in Pennsylvania. He lied to the people of our state about where he lived. He also lied to the people of our state when he was running the last time about how he grew up. He said he, quote, started with nothing, unquote. He had a great upbringing like I did. We were lucky. His father was a university president. My father and mother gave me a secure life. But why would you try to invent a story about how you grew up? And why would you lie to the people about where you live? So, he doesn't understand our Commonwealth, and he doesn't understand the people that make our Commonwealth great. That's a big difference between us.
And I am so honored to be here today to tell my story. I'm a registered nurse. A Scranton native. and a lifelong Republican. Just like my mother, Grace Weber. My mother, the daughter of a Pennsylvania coal miner, loved to be active. She was always on the move. She used to walk 3 miles a day, and she loved her Zumba classes. She also happened to love Donald Trump. She had ever since The Apprentice. She probably cast her vote for him in 2016. But during the pandemic, at a time when so many of us were looking to Trump for leadership, strength, and comfort, she was betrayed by him, like so many others. I remember watching TV, hoping Trump would get serious and guide us through that unprecedented and terrifying time. We needed a leader, but we never got one. Instead, Donald Trump did what he always does. He spewed in misinformation and bragged about how great he was doing while thousands of people died, workers were out of jobs, and Pennsylvania families like mine were hitting the wall. I've always believed crises reveal the true nature of a leader. But when faced with one, Donald Trump drove our nation into the ground. His recklessness endangered the American people, cost us millions of jobs, and led to the deaths of over 1 million Americans, including my mother, Grace. Here's the plain truth. Donald Trump doesn't care about families like mine. He cares about himself. In Pennsylvania, it's time to turn the page once and for all. That is why. That's why I am so excited, and yes, as a lifelong Republican, to cast my vote for Kamala Harris in November.
Can we please hear it for Mary Grace? Pennsylvania. 3 days ago, Donald Trump and I had our debate. So here's the thing. So I take it many people here watched it. So you'll remember that night I talked about issues that matter to families across America, like bringing down the cost of living, investing in America's small businesses, protecting reproductive freedom, and keeping our nation safe and secure. But that is not what we heard from Donald Trump. Instead, it was the same old show, the same tired playbook we've heard for years, with no plan on how he would address the needs of the American people. Well, folks, it's time to turn the page. for a new way forward. Remember how he selected those members of the Supreme Court to undo Roe v. Wade. They did just as he intended. And what we have seen is in state after state, they passed laws to criminalize healthcare providers, to punish women. Now more than 20 states have a Trump abortion ban. Many with no exceptions for rape and incest, which is immoral. To tell a survivor of a violation to their body that they don't have a right to make a decision about what happens to their body next, that's immoral. And let us agree, one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree the government should not be telling her what. Restore reproductive freedom, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it. Pennsylvania, 53 days until Election Day. And we know ours will be a tight race until the very end. We are the underdog. We are the underdog. Let's remember that and know that. When we know how they play, we know how they play. We are the underdog and we have some very hard work ahead of us. But here's the thing. We like hard work. Hard work is good work. And with your help, we will win. Are you ready to make your voices heard?